How the Great Wall Failed to Stop the Mongols. Welcome to AI Future Past, where we explore history's biggest enigmas and unravel the truths behind legendary stories. Today, we're tackling a fascinating question. How did the Great Wall of China, one of humanity's most iconic defenses, fail to stop the Mongols? Stick around, because the answer isn't as simple as you might think. It's a tale of cunning strategy, human endurance, and the limits of monumental ambition. Let's set the stage. The Great Wall of China is one of the most awe-inspiring structures in the world. Stretching thousands of miles across rugged terrain, it was designed to protect China from northern invaders. And it wasn't built all at once. The wall evolved over centuries, with different dynasties adding their own sections, fortifications, and watchtowers. By the time of the Ming Dynasty, the wall had become a massive barrier, symbolizing the strength and unity of the Chinese Empire. But then came the Mongols, led by the brilliant and ruthless Genghis Khan. The Mongol Empire swept across Asia like a storm in the 13th century. Their armies were fast, adaptable, and relentless. They didn't just conquer. They reshaped the political and cultural landscape of every region they touched. So, when they turned their eyes toward China, the Great Wall stood as the empire's first line of defense. But did it hold up? Not quite. Here's a hook for you. The Mongols didn't just break through the wall. They rendered it almost irrelevant. How? By exploiting its weaknesses. For one, the Great Wall wasn't a continuous barrier. It had gaps, especially in its earlier versions, and the Mongols were experts at finding and exploiting them. They used their superior mobility to bypass fortified areas, attacking from unexpected directions. Imagine defending a massive wall while your enemy simply rides around it. It's a logistical nightmare. And let's not forget the human element. Walls are only as strong as the people guarding them. The Mongols were masters of psychological warfare. They intimidated, bribed, and even recruited some of the wall's defenders. In some cases, they turned disgruntled border guards into allies, weakening the Chinese defense from the inside. This wasn't just a battle of swords and arrows. It was a battle of wits. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The Mongols didn't always need to breach the wall. Sometimes, they simply waited. Siege tactics, strategic alliances, and sheer persistence allowed them to outlast their opponents. For example, Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan, eventually founded the Yuan dynasty and ruled over China. He didn't conquer the empire overnight. It was a combination of military strategy and political maneuvering that allowed the Mongols to dominate. Let's pause for a moment and think about this. The Great Wall is often seen as a symbol of Chinese resilience, but its history is far more complex. While it served as a deterrent in many instances, it wasn't an impenetrable shield. The Mongol success wasn't just about the wall's physical flaws. It was about their ability to adapt, innovate, and exploit opportunities. But here's a twist. The Great Wall wasn't just a failure. In some ways, it succeeded. It slowed down invasions, allowed for better communication across the empire, and gave the Chinese time to prepare for attacks. It was part of a broader defensive strategy that included forts, garrisons, and even diplomacy. So, while the wall didn't stop the Mongols entirely, it wasn't a complete waste of effort either. Let's dive deeper into the wall's legacy. After the Mongols established their rule in China, the wall took on new meanings. Under later dynasties, like the Ming, the wall was rebuilt and reinforced as a symbol of national pride. It became less about practical defense and more about projecting strength. Ironically, the very empire that the wall had failed to protect became its caretaker, turning it into a monument of resilience. And here's another hook. What if the Great Wall's failure was its greatest lesson? The Mongols showed the world that no barrier is invincible, no matter how grand. Their ability to overcome such an iconic structure reshaped military thinking for generations. The wall's limitations didn't diminish its importance. They highlighted the need for adaptability, strategy, and innovation in the face of adversity. So, where does that leave us today? The Great Wall of China stands as a testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and resilience. It's a reminder that even the most formidable defenses can be overcome by determination and creativity. And it's a symbol of how history is shaped not just by victories, but by the lessons learned from defeats. Thanks for watching AI Future Past. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories that challenge what you thought you knew. What do you think about the Great Wall's legacy? Was it a brilliant achievement or an overhyped failure? Let us know in the comments below.